What's up, everybody? It's Erica here from The In-Between. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future Make Money Online reviews, just like this one. If you're watching this video, then you've probably heard about the famous AI tool that claims it can help you build a full app from just one prompt. That means no coding, no setup, just describe what you want and it does the rest. It's pitched as the fastest way to go from idea to app without hiring a whole team or touching a single line of code. But before you get too excited, guys, I'm breaking down what's really inside, how it performs, what real users are saying about it online, and if it's actually still worth your time in 2025. Or if you want something that's way more stable, more scalable, and actually builds you a business that you own, much like the model I've been personally running for years now that still continues to pay me every single month, then go ahead and click on the link below to check it out. And just a quick disclaimer before we dive in, guys, I'm not affiliated with Famous AI in any way. This is all just my honest take based on my own research and what real users are saying about the app online. With that being said, let's jump right in. So Famous AI is built around one big promise. You describe your app idea and it handles all of the rest. They claim the AI acts like your personal CTO, so that means it plans out all of the features, designs the layout, builds all of the backend, and even gets it ready for launch. They even say you can make web and mobile apps and even tools that connect with crypto or APIs, all without touching a single line of code. It's really marketed to people who have ideas, but don't really have the technical know-how or budget to hire a full development team. The pitch itself is that you don't need to learn programming or deal with all of the complicated setup stuff. Just write out your idea and all of the AI takes it from there. Once you're inside Famous AI, it walks you through creating your first app. So basically, you type out what you want, and then the system starts generating your app automatically. And then within minutes, it spits out something that looks real, so it has a basic interface, working buttons, and some pre-built features. But after personally playing around with it a bit, guys, you start noticing a little bit of issues. The AI builds quickly, but not always accurately. Sometimes it adds in random features you never asked for, or skips over ones you clearly mentioned. So you end up retyping your prompt over and over again, tweaking words, trying different phrasing just to get it closer to what you actually want. And while Famous AI does a lot of the work, you still need to know how to describe things very clearly. If your idea is vague or too complicated, it basically struggles. So you'll find yourself doing a lot of trial and error until it makes sense. And it's also worth noting that while the apps technically work, they're often pretty bare bones. So if you do want something that's very customized, you will need to make adjustments after the fact, which kind of really defeats the whole no coding pitch. Now, when it comes to their reviews, it's a little all over the place, but when you start digging into the 1-star ratings on Trustpilot, the biggest complaints are about hidden costs, buggy builds, and unresponsive support. A lot of users said that they started building their app thinking it was free or low cost, only to find unexpected charges or credit limits pop up halfway through the process. A ton of reviews also mentioned customer support being almost non-existent. People say they submitted tickets and never heard back, or that they were passed between bots with no real solution. And even when things do work, users often felt stuck inside the platform. Now, with that being said, there are a few good reviews from people using it just to prototype ideas fast, but overall, the trust level isn't great. So between hidden pricing, broken features, and unreliable service, most users say that it feels a lot more like a flashy demo than an actual dependable business tool. Now, when it comes to pricing, Famous AI doesn't really tell you how much it costs upfront. You can technically create your first app for free, or at least it seems that way, but once you start trying to expand or launch, that's when pricing starts to pop up. And it's kind of hidden behind credit-based systems or usage tiers that aren't really clear unless you're already in the middle of the process. And with that being said, that alone is a little sketchy because people want transparency, especially when it comes to something like this. And even if you do decide to pay, it's not really a one-time thing. You'll likely be dealing with subscription costs, upsells, or charges based on how much you use the tool. So it's not really as free or beginner friendly as it first seems. The truth is, the whole AI builds your business for you trend sounds great, but it's not as effortless as they make it seem. You're not really learning any valuable skills and you don't own the process. And while it may save you time at first, you're still at the mercy of a tool that doesn't fully understand your vision. You're relying on something that can glitch out on you, overcharge, or just stop supporting your app altogether. You're basically building your business on rented land, which is the fastest way to lose control over it. And at the end of the day, guys, tools like this are cool tool for testing ideas, but they're not really a long-term way to make money online. It's not like you're creating an asset that actually lasts. You're basically just generating temporary results that depend on someone else's platform. You're still dependent on tech that can change its rules on you overnight, and there's no real ownership in it. But if you want to actually make money online in a way that you control and own, then I definitely skip stuff like famous.ai and go for something that actually builds long-term income online. And if you guys have been following me for a while now, then you know for me, that's always going to be the digital leasing model. It's what I've been personally running for years now, and it still continues to pay me every single month, basically on autopilot. How it works is you build small websites that rank to the top of Google for local service niches around the US that people are already searching for. Think anything from roofing to plumbing, or in my case, fencing repair. And once your sites start generating calls, you rent them out to local business owners in that area who are happy to pay you every single month for the lead flow. For example, as you can see here, guys, I built this fencing repair site for Colorado Springs a little over 3 years ago now, and that same site still continues to bring in calls to this day. If you ask me, that's the kind of stability that continues to double over time. With digital leasing, you're not dependent on trends, tools, or even flimsy platforms. Once you build out your websites, you own all of your digital assets 100%. That means if one business owner ever decides to stop paying you, you don't lose any of your sites. You basically just rent them out to somebody else in the same niche that's willing to take on all of the work. So when it comes to digital leasing, it's always going to be simple, scalable, and once your digital assets are set up and running, it's truly semi-passive from there. It's an online business model that's still extremely undertapped, and you don't have to deal with software subscriptions, confusing AI prompts, or even trying to fix broken features. You simply build all of your digital assets, aka websites, once, rent them out, and collect consistent passive income month after month. All right, guys, that's it for my full review of the famous.ai platform. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future reviews just like this one. And if you want to learn more about the digital leasing model, the same method I personally use to earn passive income every single month, then go ahead and check out the link in the description below for a free training that goes over the whole model in complete detail. As always, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.